New American Standard EBR for the Highway Department office.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. Okay. Now for,
I'll make the motion on Newton's.
Yeah.
to come in and clean the ductwork and all that, clean what that is needed to.
The
Okay.
walls, yes, they will
Con-
be a thorough.
Contingent on,
Contingent on,
Contingent
Council.
on council finding the money.
okay.
Brenda?
You want to,
I,
yes,
The deposition of fumes is the deposition of volatile organic compounds. If all the items in the office are not taken outside and wiped with alcohol, when you put the new system in, you positive reduce it, it's just gonna volatilize all that stuff back into the office. So everything, all the cabinets, the tables, everything has to be taken outside and it has to be wiped clean. The files have to be aerated, let all that volatile, and then everything brought back into the building. If you just come in and wipe it like
Right.
Mary Maid's clean.
Yes.
and just
Yeah,
turn it
this
on.
Newton's, they've done a lot of work. That's why I answered, they are very good.
All right. So all the filing system, everything, because over the years, every door that's open. has
They do
a file.
fire restoration and things, so yeah, they know exactly what they need to do.
but thank you. Good to know.
I do have one other thing, the bids you received, on the used equipment were based, at the beginning of asphalt season, so I hope that man will still stick to his guns on what he said he paid for. So, that being said, I'd like to make contact today and say it's available, bring your check and come see me.
We've already approved it.
Yeah,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you
And
understand.
if he doesn't, go to the next guy.
We'll go back and reprocess, so.
okay, so a motion was made, Andrew seconded, we need to vote on Newton's. Yeah,
all in favor,
3-0. Okay, sorry, we didn't finish.
That's it, right? We're done.
I believe so.
Well, I don't want to come back now.
Well, just bring us the money.
Reynolds is scheduled in the 9th, I think.
I think that is what.
The
Or
fifth.
the
August
5th,
August
okay, and then I
5th.
think it'd be done by the 9th because she scheduled the cleaners in on the, right after they're done.
August 9th, possibly
Yeah.
for Newton's, okay. I'm gonna let Stacy take care of all that. She can tell him what to do.
Brenda, can I
Yes.
finish up Rusty's part on the
Sure.
tank removal?
Yes,
Just so the commissioners know what happened. We removed the tanks, we dug out all the gravel that's on top of them, they're full of deep gravel. We dug them all out and we staged them, then we removed the tanks, and I did an inspection on the tanks. The tanks were practically in pristine shape. It was impressive how clean, the red paint was still on them, stickers were still on them, they were really, really in good shape. I collected samples all around the walls, like I said I would to item, and from the bottom and from the water. We started the northeast wall, we went all the way around, everything looked really good, I was very excited about that. When we collected the water sample, this water was a little funky, and kind of, I was like, okay, maybe it's just whatever. I collected the water sample. Then we got to the southeast corner. That's where the diesel tank was. And the first scoop that Daryl brought up came out like tar. And it's heavy, heavy, heavy hydrocarbons. So I collected a sample from there. I went back and re-inspected the tank to make sure I was not crazy. There was nothing wrong with the tank. There was nothing wrong with the piping system. But there's potential for heavy hydrocarbons in that southeast corner. I told him to fill the hole back up, and Rusty capped it. Originally, we had no plan to cap it. I asked Rusty and Daryl to put asphalt on top of it to cap it, so we don't lose infiltration into the hole anymore. They did that. Then Daryl started fishing around, and I think he talked to Rusty a little bit, and there's anecdotal evidence that there used to be old tanks in that corner. So, waiting on the lab, nothing right now to pull trigger on, but waiting on the lab, we may have contamination that were not a result of these tanks, but previous tanks. So just putting you in the loop that, this hole will not be closed officially by item until we investigate future contamination. So I know it's not what I wanted to see. I was so excited going all the way around and moving at that corner. Everything looks really clean and nice. And boom. So just put that in the back of your pocket. Colleen, I hope we still have the insurance.
Yes, we do,
Okay,
at least till 15th, I think.
so that is probably need to do that insurance just in case there's contamination there to cover those things.
But it's absolutely covered, whether you did it or not. No, we're gonna renew it.
Okay. That's the update on the tanks.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you.
You have anything else? Sandy?
I just have information, next year starts the next 4 years of reassessment. So I'm going to let bids for my contract. I don't know if you guys want to open them or if you just want me to open them, but I'll be setting that up and being advertised and stuff.
Okay,
Get bids.
okay, all right,
I just wanted you to know.
all right, thank you.
I would set those up to have those open, I mean, it's a service. So,
Yeah.
but just have that stuff come through,
That's what I'm doing.
please.
Did you want to discuss? This is cleaning services for the highway department.
Oh, is this,
I know the courthouse has
oh, yeah.
part-time custodial services, cleaning and everything. The jail, I think they use kind of their inmates, whatever.
Trustee,
Yeah, trustees, thank you.
So they did reach out and get two quotes for the offices there at the
Yeah.
Fountain County Highway. One is a bi-weekly cleaning service and one is a weekly cleaning service. Did they discuss which one they would prefer?
No,
Okay, I guess maybe time would tell. The bi-weekly cleaning service would be $100 and the weekly cleaning service would be $60.
and I don't know if you want to wait and talk about this at the budget hearing, to put it in your budget for the future.
well, and you probably,
I'm with whatever you guys suggest.
And the,
you probably wanted during budget hearings to I'll speak for the sheriff. Throw that in on the jail too, because the common areas, I mean, the office areas, you're not letting inmates in there.
No, right.
their
So
cleaning
they're having their own-
services,
They're cleaning their own
Yeah.
Find the
areas
areas.
themselves, so. Might as well throw the jail in there too.
so,
How's your thing, Dark? Okay, well, in that area, their living area and stuff, you should. Give them something to do. Yeah.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Good. Okay.
So, I mean, I know that in the past, you just did that, and then you kind of go through a phase where there's certain procedures, certain chemicals you need to use and everything, so we can discuss that, and I don't think we need to make a decision right now. But we do have that information. Did you want to hang on to it, Colleen?
Just- call in, wait, look at that, there is that $20 per quarter, so that price is a little bit,
One is quarterly and.
no,
Weekly and once weekly.
just
Yeah.
so they remember as far as.
Oh, for
Per quarter, so. I
Okay.
have an extra $100 a year. If you budget those numbers, just so you have those.
Did you want to say anything about the courtroom air conditioners?
Oh, yeah. BT Reynolds finished up Wednesday, I believe, on the courtroom air conditioning. I don't know if Rick's back there, but according to BT Reynolds, everything went smoothly on that. There was oh, yeah, thank you for bringing it up. The units that they were getting were slightly hard to get, as we kind of anticipated, like everything else in the world. They were able to offer us for the same price of the unit. We had a little bit of extra install price, but they installed the same air conditioning unit with a heat pump availability. So now those courtrooms not only have 2 functioning air conditionings, but have backup heat as well dedicated to that courtroom. So that's a great thing for that courtroom to have. I wish it was more readily available to the rest of our courthouse. But that was something that they were able to provide to us for a very insignificant amount. We probably need to vote on that to
Probably.
approve the additional. I'm not,
I'll make a motion to approve the addition, $750.
ish, yes,
Yes.
and I'll second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Rio.
So that's a great new upgrade to the courthouse and the courtroom specifically. Unfortunately, it came under emergency circumstances, but it's finished now and it'll be a nice feature for the upstairs. And everything went relatively smooth for him. It was a pretty difficult install, so everybody was pleased,
Anybody have anything else?
except for the workers.
Except
Yes.
the workers.
Yeah.
That's the problem
Yeah,
there.
whatever, yeah.
Brenda, this is Kelly. Can you hear me?
Yes,
So could I ask for approval to hire for my position? So I can get if it's approved, I can get an ad in the paper.
oh, since she's leaving, it's a grant.
So my position gets paid from the FEP base grant. That's the preparedness grant and the Indiana Local Health Department trust account.
Yes, is the short answer. It's just if she's technically health board employee, even if it's paid by the county, then that's the health board's decision. If she's a direct county employee, then that's the commissioner's.
And I think when it was set up, when she was hired, the council was in agreement at the time, as long as grant dollars was paying for her position, they were okay with it.
Yeah.
Now, Kelly,
Yeah,
part of your salary now is paid out of another fund, not just the grant. Is that correct?
so are you meaning retirement?
No, not retirement. Like, your whole salary is not just paid out of the FEP grant. Aren't you paid?
No. Right, it's the trust account and the FEP grant. So the FEP grant's 25,000 and that's including my OASI. And then, so it comes out, the salary portion is like 23,000 and something. And then what's the other? What do I get paid out of the trust account? Whatever makes up my, like, is it,
Like the first,
yeah, is it like another 18,000 or something like that?
probably.
12,000. Yeah, it just comes out to 38,000.
I would feel more comfortable with the council being on board with that as well to continue with that position. Correct? I have two council members here and they're kind of shaking their heads. Yes. Because I know that was Dudley's concern, that if the money goes, is the county going to be liable for holding that position?
So moving forward, we have the money, we have the funding. I don't see the FEP grant going away anytime soon. We're getting the contract ready now. They'll be sending that to us. It should have actually been, we should have been through this already in May. But the state is really behind on all of their contracts. So that is coming. It is a guarantee of 25,000 for this year, for the July 1st through June 30th of 2022 is how that's funded. And then of course, the trust account is, a calendar year.
Okay, so it's capped at 25,000 for your salary and then the county
Yes.
has.
Not the county, then the rest of that salary comes out of the trust account.
Right, okay.
Run that by me, Ken.
So 25,000 is that FEP grant.
Right.
The additional amount to make up, like what Bonnie makes, is out of the trust grant. That's what she's saying.
And the trust is always there.
And the trust is obviously there. We get a yearly distribution.
You were saying it was hired by the county, that she could go ahead and advertise for the position.
Right.
Okay.
And I think when it all came to us, I think the commissioners and the council both approved that. Did your health board ever approve that position?
Yes, yes. Because what it was is I was the registrar clerk, preparedness coordinator, and grant manager, and then it was just getting to be too much. So we hired Peyton. She's the registrar clerk. So we kind of just divided those job duties. So Peyton took over the registrar clerk, and I maintained the preparedness grant.
Was Peyton coming out of that trust?
No, Peyton gets paid out of county funds only.
It's health fund. Okay, can't, I mean, just, do we go ahead
Open
and
position.
approve to refill that position, basically?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll make that motion to give her the authority to advertise for that open position.
I'll second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. And then if you can discuss that at the council's budget hearings next week.
Yes, we'll do.
Okay, follow up. All right, great.
All right,
Thank
thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Anything else?
Meeting?
Yes, right? No?
Yes.
Oh.
Website, are we moving?
We are moving on.
Fantastic. We'll bring it up every meeting.
Okay.
Jail. We need to do something with it. Either tear it, get contract to tear it down, talk to Covington if they're still interested, or tear it down. Wouldn't need that. Probably lean against it and fall down.
Has the insurance company ever reached out to you again regarding the damaged equipment that's sitting over there that we're storing? Because we need to get that out of there if we're gonna, if we are gonna demolish it, they need to come get it. If not, then if it's ours, then we need to either scrap it or something, I don't know.
Well, at the next council meeting, I would like you to bring up what their feelings are.
Okay,
And if they, if they don't, we'll get bids to demolish at the next meeting.
okay.
We have a budget meeting Monday.
Yes,
That's when your commission will be there. That'll be a good time.
okay.
Okay.
So if you think about that,
Because
This
Rick
week,
don't want to
okay.
mess with it anymore,
No.
that's for sure. We don't need to mess with it anymore.
On the equipment, Brenda, the insurance equipment, I understand that Purdue wants the extension on the thing.
Yeah, but the problem is we tied up in litigation for 3 years. So we're just in limbo with it.
That's what I mean, when
Yeah.
it's released.
if it's released, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's the
Okay.
litigation, Jim? What is it? I missed that part. What? part of it?
Litigation, the electrical contractor is being sued by the insurance company because supposedly they're the ones who sprayed the acid all over it. And, you know, the electric company said, no, we didn't do it, or we're not responsible. The insurance company already paid for it and said, well, you know, yeah, we think you are, so it's in court. And it'll drag out forever.
So meanwhile, that equipment's just sitting there.
Mhm.
But somebody needs to be paying for storage, insurance or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and so commissioners, time slot for a budget hearing is 8:50 next week, so if you want to be there, fine, otherwise I can take care of it. I've talked to Colleen about some of our line items and everything, so she's aware of, you know, our wants, her needs, a lot of it needs, so not really a wish list. So anyway, just wanted to bring that up.
Okay. And then, trail ordinance on the 10-year-old. Have you, is that possible?
We'll get that ready. Oh, we researched it, we haven't drafted anything yet.
Okay.
We can move that ahead.
Did we get the Watson? Did you get everything for the Watson?
Yeah, I'll have that ready, the first reading on that, which will be at the next meeting.
Got it. And pause and clause contract?
Oh. I don't have any more. I believe August 17th at the Williamsport Library, 6 o'clock, is Wabash River Greenway public meeting. It should be in papers, it should be online. Wabash River Greenway is the wind project out of Lily Money in Lafayette. Green is run a 90-mile trail from Logansport, Indiana, 234 in southern Fountain County. Governor Holcomb is huge into trails right now.
Yeah, he can.
So, you know, if you want to find out what it's all about, that's been being worked on for about 2 years. And Dale White, Lori Jordan, myself, Bob Shepherd, we've sat in on a lot of meetings. So, anyhow, that's all I know.
Okay. Well, I guess we don't have anything else. We're done for the day.
Thank you all.
Rusty,
Thank you. Rusty, I need your signature.
I need your signature.
Good idea.